So, hello and welcome to another lecture in KubeSphere course by techlatest.net. So far, we had covered a lot of things like course overview, objectives, then about the KubeSphere, then installation on Google Cloud Platform, basically KubeSphere installation on Google Cloud Platform, then AWS. Now, in this lecture, we will cover uh, KubeSphere installation on Microsoft Azure. So this is the step-by-step lecture. We'll show you the step-by-step guide how you install KubeSphere on Microsoft Azure. So first, next step is go on techlatest.net website, then click on product and support page. After this, here you can see in DevOps section, you can find about the KubeSphere product. So click on KubeSphere product. Then in this lecture, we'll cover Azure deployment guide. You can also go through this stuff about the KubeSphere. So in this lecture, we'll cover Azure deployment guide. So click on Azure deployment guide. After this, here you can see the step-by-step guide. Setup installation of Kubernetes KubeSphere for cloud native scalable DevOps on Azure. This is the section describe how to launch and connect to KubeSphere for cloud native scalable DevOps VM solution on Azure. Okay, so our first step is open this link or open this VM listing on Azure Marketplace. This is direct link to Marketplace. If you click on this link and open link in new tab, so this will redirect to you the Azure Marketplace, basically the product page. Okay, so log in with your credentials, sign up, and do all the things. Then here you can see I have already signed up in my account. Now click on Get It Now button. You can also go through this stuff like the overview, plans and pricing, ratings and reviews. Okay, so click on Get It Now, then click on Continue. So I can see that taking you to the complete process. This will take 1 or 2 minutes, so wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Now here you can see that the VM overview page is open. Basically the overview of KubeSphere plans and pricing, these all things. So you can read this stuff. Then click on create button. After clicking on create button, you can see a lot of things like the project details, subscription. You can choose group according to your preference, like which group you want to choose. Then you can see that the subscription is pay as you go dev test. Then give virtual machine any name. So here is KubeSphere 123. Okay, so this is my virtual machine name. You can select reason according to your reason. Then you can select availability zones. Okay, so I am selecting no infrastructure redundancy required. Then security type is standard. Then image is this one. Then here you can see the size of the VM. Okay, so let's check on website also. Like what is the size? Okay, 155.64 per month. And same, yep, here you can also see that by default it is selected this one. So now we have to next select the authentication type. So select password here, then give username as Ubuntu, then password you have to set up the password here. Okay, so like set up some strong password. Then you can confirm your password here. Okay, so we have set up our password, we have confirmed our password, we have uh, done with all the steps. Now click on next, basically the disk. Okay, so let's check on website also. So optionally change the OS disk size and its type. Okay, so you can see the OS disk size is 30 GB, which is correct. Now select the OS disk type. Okay, so OS disk type here is standard HDD. So let's select standard HDD here also. Okay, so standard HDD. Then here you can see the key management and other things. So let's check on website also. We have done with this is all the steps. Okay, so let's click on next. Then you can see the lot of things like the public IP and other things. You can check it out. Then here you can see that your subscription is protected by fundamental cloud security posture management free plan. Okay, so you can now click on next monitoring, then next advanced, then next text, then next review and click on create button. So here you can see the running final validation, and after this it will take 1 or 2 minutes to start your VM basically. So click on create button now and wait for 1 or 2 minutes. So like it will initializing the deployment and passing all the things like the validation pass and other things. Okay, so here you can also see the submitting deployment there. So wait for 1 minute, and here you can see the deployment is in progress. So let's wait for 1 minute. So here you can see that your deployment is completed messages. Now you have see the screen that your deployment is completed. Now click on go to resource. Click on go to resource button, and here you can see that all the things like the public IP, your resource group, your location, and virtual network and other things. Now what we have to do next? Let's go to website. Yeah, but this is one of the most important step. If you want to update your password, then open up the left navigation pane, select run command, select run shell script, and enter the following command to change the password of the VM. I'm not changing password right now because I have already set up my password. If you, for example, if you forget your password, then you can also you can also change password after set up the VM. Okay, so what we have to do, you have to simple run this command in run shell script. So let's see, here you can type run, and here you can see the run command option. Then click on run shell script. Then you have to uh, copy this command and paste here. Okay, and in place of your password, you can you can add you add password of your choice. Okay, so I'm not doing this step. Like in this way you can do this steps. Now click on overview. So let's see what is our next step. Now the password for the Ubuntu user set we have done with these steps. Now next we have to open putty and paste the IP address and click on open. Okay, so let's do this one also. Okay, so open the putty, paste here, then click on open. Okay, so login as Ubuntu, then give password here. Yep, you can see you have successfully logged in our uh, the terminal. Okay, so make it large, then settings, appearance, and 16 we have to implement, and then click on apply. Okay, so you can see that we have successfully logged in our terminal. Now let's see what is our next step. KubeSphere is being installed and configured in the background. This process may take a few minutes. You can monitor the installation progress by running the command below in your terminal. Okay, so copy this command and open the terminal. Then let's see. So yeah, you can see that the process is started now. You can see the downloaded images and these all things. So you can check this also. Okay, now you will see the message in the logs key monitoring this process. We have completed this process. Once installation is completed, you will see the following message: system will reboot after this, and your SSH session will disconnected. Wait for few seconds and connect again. Okay, so to access the VM desktop environment using RDP machine, we have Windows machine. RDP, we have Windows machine. First note the public IP address of the VM from the VM details space as highlighted below. Okay, so here one of the most important step is if you are a Linux user, so you can use Ramina for the remote desktop connection. And like I'm a Windows user and I am on a Windows operating system, so I'm using remote desktop connection. And if you are a Linux user, so you use Ramina for basically the virtual machine. Okay, so let's copy this IP also. and you can see that in background your KubeSphere is downloaded. Okay, so search about the remote desktop connection, paste the public IP here, then click on connect, and after clicking on connect, click on yes, and then you can see that we have well, we have started. Now click on I give username as Ubuntu, give password here. Okay, so wait for a minute. It will take some time to start. So let's do our next step also. So I have already copied the public IP address. Now let's to our browser, paste the public IP address, and let's see what happens. So I can see that the login screen is like you can see that it appears. Now what we have to do, our next step, like what is our next step, let's see. Here you can see that we have our UI is now coming. Now copy the username as admin. Okay, so copy the username and paste in this bar, then password is this one, so copy this password also, paste the password here, then log in here. And after this you have to, like, you are logging in for the first time, please change your password. So we have to change the password now. Okay, so here you can see that I have pasted my password. Okay, and now I have to click on submit, and I can see that we have successfully login in our uh, KubeSphere dashboard. Basically, this is platform and other things. We'll also explain about the UI of the KubeSphere, and this is workbench and all the things. So I think I have to cover all the things in this lecture. So that's all about this lecture. I hope you guys like this lecture. So bye bye. We will meet in next video.